guys. It is Tuesday, May 18th, 2021 at 1:12 a.m. Alright, let's take a look at these headlines. We have a mystery green flying blob suddenly appearing over Rhode Island. Let me put the volume up a little bit on this. Alright, so we got a mystery green flying blob suddenly appearing over Rhode Island. It looks like an aurora, but it's not. Last night in Rhode Island, a green blob appeared just above the tree line north of Kingston. I said it only lasted a few seconds, as photographer Ronald Zincone, but it was very bright green. What was that strange phenomenon over Rhode Island? It was a cloud of barium vapors released by a black Barrent-sounding rocket launched at 8:44 p.m. on May 16th from Wallops Island, Virginia. Researchers from the University of Alaska are doing an experiment. Says its purpose is to solve a long-standing mystery about auroras. Electrons in the solar wind are low energy, yet electrons that make auroras have high energy. How are they energized? Why barium? So they're pretty much they use barium as a gas to see if they can make auroras, and that caused that green blob suddenly to appear over Rhode Island. This reminds me of a lot of projects that people talk about, either in conspiracy theories, saying that they're gonna either fake a UFO invasion with certain scenes and certain things in the sky. Who knows if they're experimenting with these gases to do just that, not just the aurora, but other things in the sky. Who knows? Alright, but that's quite interesting. A mystery green blob. Alright, next. Lightning kills 18 elephants in a forest in India. At least 18 elephants were killed after being struck by lightning during a thunderstorm in India's northeastern Assam state this Thursday. It says local residents found the carcasses of the elephants in a forest and alerted the authorities. This is a very sad incident. Such an incident has never occurred in the forests of Assam. Today in the afternoon, during a rainfall, a thunderstorm occurred, and it was so intense that 18 elephants died in the forest, said Assam's Forest Minister Parilam Solokobaidia. That is so sad to see. This is the incident that happened in the Hill Kandali Proposed Reserve Forest and the Forest Department's Kadiloji Range. The local staff said 18 elephants have died, and lightning is most likely the cause. There have been cases of lightning striking animals down. A bolt hit 5 elephants as well in West Bengal some time ago, but 18, this is huge. So that is quite eerie and sad to see all these elephants die from a lightning strike or lightning strikes in the forest in India. Alright, next, 2 giant cracks in the ground close down highway in Mexico and fissure buildings around. Look at that. Those are pretty large cracks in the ground. It says 2 huge cracks are fissuring the ground in Guadalajara. The fissures extend from Suyala Lagoon to the Guadalajara Columnway Freeway. 2 huge cracks appear in Guadalajara, extending from near the Sotuya Lagoon in Guadalajara Columnway Freeway, which prompted a stretch of the road to be closed in the vicinity of 58 kilometers between the Solia section of Uzumjak. Municipal civil protection staff, Jalisco, and firefighters were sent to the scene to inspect the rift and indicated what could be a hydrogeologic failure, and asked for extreme precautions as staff continued to evacuate the area. So that's pretty spooky to see gigantic fissures in the ground in Mexico. Alright, next. California will stay masked for another month. It says California won't lift its mask requirement until June 15th to give the public and businesses time to prepare and ensure the coronavirus cases stay low. The state health director said Monday, a decision that runs counter to many states, including Oregon and Washington, that quickly aligned with last week's new federal guidelines. So California going to be waiting it out for a little bit, and that's wise. Alright, next. Furry good news. More pets can fly now in cabin on overseas PCS flights. It says more space for pets, opening up in Patriot Express flights to service members traveling on permanent change of station orders to and from overseas, officials said. Commercial airlines providing these government-contracted Patriot Express flights have agreed to temporarily double the number of pets that can travel in the airplane cabin to 20. Scott Ross, spokesman for U.S. Transportation Command, said on Monday it's effective immediately and extra spaces will be available through September 30th, Ross said. Air Mobility Command is in the process of updating its webpage, and officials are getting word out to all the terminals, he said. The policy change could open up space for some service members who aren't been able to get space to carry their pets with them in the cabin in the PCS move. Scott cautioned that not all terminals are aware of the change yet. So not all PCS flights areas are aware of the change about the pets yet. So my advice is to go to the website and see what could be accommodated as your pets. Alright, next. What's up with the uptick in ticks? Alright, so you see this here? The left tick here? That is what a regular tick would look like on a dog. And then here you have mini ticks. Now there are mini ticks. I was made aware of this, I think it was last year. I made a video on it. But let's read the article. It says ticks are out and about in Vermont, and they seem to be made prevalent this year. This is a really bad year, said Ryan Lawn of Newfane. Lawley and his friends have been out hunting local spots and have noticed more ticks. Game Warden Richard Watkins said he has noticed an increase. I have seen this in certain areas and have been bitten twice, resulting in administration of antibiotics. Game Warden Kelly Price said, "It is bad out there with deer ticks and thus the risk of disease." Patty Casey, Director of Environmental Surveillance Program at Vermont Agency of Agriculture, Food and Markets, said she can't verify the uptick just yet. So there's awareness to be aware of all these large ticks, but now there's also small ticks. So ticks carry a lot of diseases. I've made multiple videos in the past. If you look at my library of videos, where it comes from, that ticks could pass on a disease that you lose the ability to digest meat, and your body basically refuses meat, red meats, and you get Lyme disease. You can get a whole bunch of different illnesses just from ticks. So be aware this coming season. Now the hurricane season is coming up, and camping and summertime, please be aware that ticks are an uptick. Alright, next. 7-Eleven completes Speedway acquisition of 3,800 convenience stores. $21 billion deal brings convenience giant total North American portfolio to 14,000 stores. It says convenient giant 7-Eleven on Friday announced the successful completion of its acquisition of Speedway, the convenience store arm of Marathon Petroleum Corp., which approximately is 3,800 stores located in 36 states across the United States. The acquisition brings 7-Eleven's total North American portfolio to 14,000 stores and diversifies 7-Eleven's presence to 47 of the 50 most popular metro areas in the U.S., as well as expanding the company's operated store footprint. So, Speedway, 7-Eleven acquisitioned a lot of Speedway places. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I haven't been making a lot of videos recently because of us basically and my family having to deal with the gas shortages and having to deal with in-life real stuff. But I'm going to be making an uptick, try to make more videos with more news. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and God bless you guys. See you next time.